Deep sea hunting is one of the regular events that happens about once a month. Primarily, people use it to get universal orange shards, and you can do this event completely for free without even spending gems, but you can try to get extra universal orange shards by spending additional gems. So today, I wanted to run through the numbers and see whether or not it's worth putting your gems into this event. Now, just real quick how the event works. At the beginning of the event, you already start with one submarine, and you can click it and it will start a 6-hour timer, and once that timer is up, you will have either a green or a blue chest. You have an 80% chance of getting a green one and a 20% chance of getting a blue one. We'll explain the chests in a moment. Now, you can buy additional submarines so you can search for more chests simultaneously. The second submarine will cost you 2,000 gems. The third submarine will cost you 3,500 gems. Now, here are all the chests that you can obtain during this event, and you can see the rewards under each chest. However, as I mentioned, the submarines will only find the green or blue chests. 80% chance of it being green, 20% chance of it being blue. To get the other chests, you actually have to merge them up. If you merge 3 green chests, you will get a blue, that is guaranteed. However, if you merge 3 blue chests, there's a chance of either getting a purple or legendary chest. The chance of getting a purple is 70%, the chance of getting a legendary is 30%. And something to keep in mind is when this event is over, these chests do not expire and they can carry over to the next event. So, let's say you have some leftover greens, or maybe you have some leftover blues because you're trying to get purple or legendary chests, you can save those until the next event. You do not have to open them, you will not lose them. Now, there are a few good rewards in this event, but of course most people are concerned with the orange universal shards, so that's what we're going to be talking about during this video. So I'm going to break down the cost of how many gems it takes to get each shard if you have 1, 2, and 3 submarines. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm going to assume that each of your submarines will only get 3 chests per day. While it's technically possible to get 4 per day, I'm not about to set an alarm for the middle of the night to wake up and hit search for this event. I like my sleep way too much. I imagine many of you guys are in the same boat. So let's just assume 3 chests per day, but you can improve your rates if you decide to lose sleep over this. More power to you. Also, while this event is 7 days long, it's kind of 8 days long. If you start a search at the last minute of the 7th day and it goes into the 8th day, your search will still continue and you can collect those chests. You just can't start a search on the 8th day, but it's okay if your current search goes into the 8th day. Now let's go through some of the numbers, but keep in mind I rounded a lot of these numbers, and I rounded assuming you were going to have bad luck. If something said you were going to have 16.2 green chests, I'm just going to assume that 0.2 is going to be a green chest and say you got 17 green chests. So your rates may be better than this, but I'd rather prepare for the worst and be pleasantly surprised when I'm wrong. Let's start off assuming you only have the free submarine. If you did this 3 pulls per day for 7 days, you should have about 17 green chests and 4 blue chests. Now, assuming you merged all those up into blue chests, you would be able to merge a set of blue chests 3 times, which should result in 2 purple chests and 1 orange chest, or 14 universal orange shards. Now, if you paid 2,000 gems to unlock the second submarine, between these 2 submarines, you should get about 36 greens, 8 blues, which would let you merge 6 sets of blues, resulting in about 4 purples and 2 oranges, or 28 universal orange shards. Now, if we don't include the 14 that we got for free, that means we paid roughly 143 gems per shard, which is a great deal since the game values universal orange shards at roughly 300 gems apiece. Now, if we unlock the final submarine for 3,500 gems and we have all 3 running, we should get about 51 greens, 12 blues, which means we should merge the blues about 9 times, giving us about 6 purples and 3 oranges, or 42 universal orange shards. Now, if we don't include the first 28 shards that we got from the first and second submarine, that means for the last submarine, we paid about 250 gems per shard. Still a better deal than the base cost of 300, but you're getting really close to that cost, especially if you have some bad luck. Now, you can purchase packs with real money that can speed up your submarine so you can get those chests faster. I don't recommend getting these. They don't seem like a great deal. You could use them in strategic locations. Maybe you have some submarines that are 2 hours from being done and you're going to bed right now. That's not a terrible use of them. But if you were going to speed up submarines from scratch and just use all your speed ups at one time, the first pack isn't even enough to get you 1 gold shard. The second one may get you one set of blues that you can merge, which results in 2 gold shards because you're much more likely to get the purple than the orange. And then the final pack, after everything's said and done, it looks like you'd average about 18 shards per pack. These just do not seem worth it. There's better places to put your money, so I don't recommend these. There is one more strategy with this event that's worth mentioning. Some people like to open the blue chests because it gives 4 premium recruit vouchers. So if that's something you were interested in, it can help you with either perk farms or finishing off your hero bonds faster. If you wanted to do that, and assuming all the same numbers that we did from earlier in the video, if you had 1 submarine, you should get about 36 premium recruit tickets. If you had 2 submarines, you'd get 80 premium recruit tickets, which results in about 45 gems per ticket, not including the free ones, of course. And then if you opened all 3 submarines, you should get about 116 premium recruit tickets, not including the tickets from the first 2 submarines. That's roughly 97 gems per ticket. Now, please keep in mind, all the numbers I mentioned are just averages. You can have an unlucky day, you can have a lucky day, and your numbers could look a lot different than what I proposed in here. I just wanted to show you the averages so you can decide for yourself whether or not this event is worth participating in. Personally, I unlock both submarines every time this event comes around, and generally I'm going for the universal orange shards. I have tried a few times before to go for the premium recruit tickets. It just depends on what you're trying to do. If you want to unlock new heroes, definitely go for those universal orange shards. But if you're working with free heroes, you're working on hero bonds, or you're working on perk farms, those premium recruit tickets are looking really good. So I'll leave it up to you guys to decide what you want to do with this event. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Thank you to everybody who subscribed, and as always, have a fantastic day.